Hello, and welcome back to the 47th feeding of my original worm bin. Looking back, oh boy, where we go? We got the 10th. Oh, it's 12. So it looks like I started recording somewhere around 12:08. 12:08, and they were fed bananas and apples, and didn't really have my act together, so I'm not sure what kind of amendments they received, but we're all the way up to their 47th feeding, and the last feeding we had good amount of cucumber. This feeding is going to be in a feeding box as I'm attempting to lure the wormies out of their finished stuff without putting a divider. I'm going to make a divider for the big bin, 27-gallon tote, and attempts to lure them over to one side, which is going to be similar to this. It's going to have a paper wall that they'll have to get through. Then they'll find their nice wet bedding that they're probably missing now that we're almost a year. We're not quite at a year, but yeah, I think I got these wormies in October and November of last year. So some of them were working up to a year. So we did take a bunch of worms out after the flooding disaster, and that's when we made the mini bin and the big bin, the 40-gallon bin. So anyhow, so this is feeding number 47, the beginning of the bait box, and we got some good stuff that they'll probably be asking for. They haven't had bedding in a good number of feedings, 2 or 3 I believe. And this is a new studio too, so we got the big table over here. We don't have a table in the middle anymore. That disappeared, so the big 40-gallon one is on the ground at the moment, waiting for its heater, an Inkbird monitor with a dual output that I can change remotely and give them heat at the moment's notice. And I got the fans keeping their relative humidity to I like to keep it at 80%, so anything over 80 and the fans turn on. They get the mister system at the moment. The big bin is not connected to a mister system, and the mini box doesn't have holes in the bottom for drainage, so I personally hand water that on a weekly basis. So let's get on with their feeding. We have some treats for them. We got some pineapple that this is the pulp of the juicer machine, and it's pretty dehydrated, so the wormies will come in here. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. It will blend in with that cardboard, and yeah, just become castings. It wasn't it was only one pineapple, and we cored it, and then yeah, we juiced the rest of it, and it's frozen, but it's thawed and thawing. It's dehydrated, so real pulpy, good stuff that the wormies will enjoy, I'm sure. And the rest of it is a big clump in here, so we will give that to the 40-gallon bin, which is getting fed next. So that's that. And I got pineapple pulp on me. I use this wonderful paper towel behind me to put that on. Let's see, what else are we gonna put? Let me get the tripod set up. I know you're overlooking not much, so let me move this out of the way, which will be in the way in a moment. I'll face this guys over that way. I got a piece of frozen watermelon That way we'll put one on either side. A majority of this feeding is watermelon base, so then you dig out what else is in the bag. I'm not sure if it's all watermelon or not. Yeah, let's throw it on the ground. Oh, another piece of watermelon. Another piece of watermelon. And I'm not sure if that's all that's in here. No, that's right, there's more. There's a peach that I'm gonna put in there. And I think that may be it. Peach and watermelon. So yeah, I think one more peach. Yeah, would be good. The wormies shall enjoy. They'll get reset with some frozen goodness. I do have some zucchini ends that I can throw in there. They weren't, this one was frozen. Sorry, you guys can't see. Alright, so there is the feeding. The amendments are going to be seashell grit. Let me take that lid off. Seashell grit and glacier rock dust. I might be going a little heavy, but this is their 47th feeding, and yeah, don't want to jip them, so they'll get some coffee grinds. And I will put a little scoop of some wormy chow. We will put another little bit of cardboard on top, and I will put it in there and I will wet it down so that the wormies are happy. In fact, I will keep these guys around and show you just that. Oh, come on, tripod. Show you guys the inside of the bin, and we attempted to sift the material over the weekend, and it didn't go well at all. It's way sticky. There's 1,000,001 cocoons. I'm liking the material. I wouldn't mind putting that in my pots. Not at all. It's very, very good castings from what it came from. Paper bedding. Hey now. Thank you, lid, for falling right on my camera. Sorry, guys. My tripod wasn't behaving. So the mister isn't hooked up at the moment. Just the heating pad underneath the reservoir. And yeah, the bin's been holding in the mid-70s. Worms are happy. They're eating the paper over there. That was supposed to be a feeding divider to keep them from getting into the frozen stuff. So I'm gonna place the bait box in. And then hopefully the wormies, there's lots of holes in the bottom. I didn't show you. I should have showed you. In the bottom underneath those paper towels, I put lots of holes. Some boxes and some bigger holes and some littler holes, and then there were some holes that came from the factory. So, oh boy, you're not able to see the holes. Turn that up. Now you can see the holes. There's lots of holes, so wormy chow will be really accessible once it gets wet. They're going to smell that, taste that good feeding in there, so we'll get it nice and wet, and the wormies will be very, very happy. What we're coming for? Paper, so that when it gets wet, it's all wet. I got a cup in here. Where you hiding? The cup. There. Hopefully that's enough paper to cover the top. Let me turn the light back on now. Spread this around. And I'm sure it's falling in the dirt. Okay, water. This is hopefully not. I don't want to make castings wet. I just want to lure the wormies in, have some wet bedding, and hopefully it's getting absorbed into the paper and not into the wormies. I'm not going heavy. That's probably, I don't know, a cup or two of water. Don't drip it. Alright, so hopefully that lures the wormies into the balls. We'll close the box. The box has holes in the top, so if the wormies, since there's some humidity in there, maybe they shall run for their food. The last feeding I gave them was along this wall. Like I said, it was a majority. There's a piece of moldy bread back in the back corner, and it was a majority of cucumbers, frozen cucumbers that had thawed. Yeah, good. The water didn't trip through that much. That's good. Alright, guys. Thank you for checking out the 47th feeding of my original worm bin. Bye-bye now.